This is the collapsing table from Orpheus Musical Theatre's production of Mary Poppins. You might find similar type ones on YouTube as well, but this is the particular one we have. This is what the table looks like from the audience side. It looks pretty much like an ordinary table except for the cut in the middle, but it does act pretty well. Around on the backstage or upstage side, you'll see some of the equipment that runs it, and then we can go under it to take a look at more things. Alright, so just give me a second here and we'll reorientate the camera so that you guys can get a good look at what's going on. Alright, so under the table we can see the magnet that holds it together. We have some bungees that are here in order to absorb some of the stress of the table going down. Under the cloth you can see the battery that runs the entire system and some of the electronics that run it as well. We have a drill here that runs it. It's been covered by some fabric to help deaden it. And then this is the end of the drill what the drill is operating, is this pulley and aircraft cable. There's a limit switch here to turn off the drill once the table has been returned to its up position. Alright, I'll show you now how we set the table up to run. So first off, you loosen the chuck so that the rod can spin freely. Like that, the rod will spin freely. Then you come down to this end, you turn the rod a few times so that you get a put of aircraft cable coming off. You can continue to turn it so that you can pull all the aircraft cable off. Now once you have all the run of aircraft cable off, you don't want it set the way it currently sits with the aircraft cable going up and over the pulley and coming back down. You want to pull that around while the pulley's loose so that it's set like that with the cable hanging out long like that. Then you can clip the cable up to the clothespin that's up here, just like that. It just holds the cable up and out of the way, prevents it from getting too tangled while you're waiting for it to run it backstage. Alright, then the last step is to tighten the drill chuck. Make sure the drill chuck is good and tight. Alright, let's go to the top of the table. Alright, let's turn this on again. Alright, so once we have the aircraft cable unspooled and everything back up, the last step is, as part of our preset, is we would do this so that all the actor had to do was turn the butterfly clamp to undo it. When the cast moves this, there's the possibility that the magnet might separate or become undone. So what a good thing is to have two cast members on either side of the table. Just give it a little push to hold it, put it back together just as they're setting it down, because sometimes in moving it, it can become separated just with the magnet. That just happens sometimes, and we just instructed the cast who carried out, or if you have crew carrying it out, just have them give the table a little hip check together in unison, just to make sure that it's together. Once that's been done, this clamp can be removed and the table will stay functional. It still looks like a table, it will stand on its own. There's the ability to pick stuff up and put stuff on it, as long as you are gentle with it and it's not an overly heavy item, like that. So if we take that off, and I'll set my camera up here in just a second for you, and I'll show you the rest of how this table functions. Alright, so with the table, the other side of the table set, clamp released, the table is now live and can be activated to collapse. It is simple as a cast member, Roberts and I, cast member just has to lean on the table slightly and it'll give. Alright? It's a good idea to let them play with it a few times. Just bring it back up and the magnet will lock it together, and they can just play with how much pressure they need to put on it in order for the table to activate. So again, it's just a matter of a little bit of pressure and the table will break. Once it's broken, that's when you employ the remote. You can press the up button. There's a stop button in case something happens. So I'm just going to actually stop. I'm going to start this and then show you how the stop button works. So you can start it, stop it. It will stop mid-run, and start it back up. Once the table has been pulled back up into position, it is now a solid table and cannot collapse again because of the way the aircraft cable is surrounded around the spindle. It's holding the table together solidly. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to Orpheus about how this table works more, and they can put you in touch with me, the creator of the table. Thank you.
A slave in ancient Rome was on a pleasure cruise compared to my life in this house.
Well, don't just stand there outside.
Right. No.
What are you looking for?
A bowl? A bowl for water?
Michael, what if we didn't sing because we don't know how? Hey there. It's so good to take that one. The eggs you want to see? There are none.
I don't think Miss Brill will thank you.
And she'll be guilty of breaking gratitude. Is it supposed to look like this?
Doesn't look like that when Mrs. Brill does it.
Don't be impertinent and get me again!
Honestly, Miss Jane, I was just chatting about if you would be a bit.